Good evening and welcome to the Wednesday night Condensed Medicine Buddha practice. A link to the practice is located in the post for anyone who would like to download it to their device, or you can just follow along with what's on the screen. There are also links to dedicate this or any other practice that KPC does to the benefit of yourself or a loved one if you're going through a hard time. It's always great to add that prayer benefit. There's also a link to make offerings to KPC if you're so inclined, and there's a link to sign up for our newsletter where you'll receive updates on events and activities that are going on at KPC. Also, feel free to use the comment section to make prayer requests so that everyone who practices tonight can include them in their own prayers. Just please respect the privacy of those you are requesting prayers for. We offer the merit of this practice to the long life and good health of Jetsama Akan Lama Rinpoche, who composed the Condensed Medicine Buddha practice in order to bring benefit and healing during the COVID-19 pandemic, and what a blessing it's been ever since. We also offer dedications for all of our kind root teachers, including His Holiness the Dalai Lama, His Holiness Penri Yangtze Rinpoche, His Holiness Karma Kuchen Rinpoche, Khenpo Tenzin Karze Yeshe, and all of the lamas and nuns and monks of the Pali tradition and all Buddhist traditions. We pray for our Sangha and their loved ones, for the health and safety of all beings, and that all those who are not in those states are able to achieve them quickly and completely. So let's take a moment now to quiet our minds and think about compassion for all beings, and we'll begin the practice with the 7-line prayer 3 times. Hung organ yogi nubjang sam, pemage sarang pula, yazan chogi no drubne, pema jung ne jesu drag, kordu gandro mangbokor, kyagi jesu dag druki, chinjilo chir shagzu so, guru ben ma city home. Organ yogi nubjang sam, pemage sarang pula, yasan chogi no drubne, pema jung ne jesu drag, kordu gandro mangbokor, kyagi jesu dag druki, jinjilo chir shagzu so, guru ben ma city home. Organ yogi nubjang sam, pemage sarang pola, yasan chogi no drubne, pema jung ne jesu drag, kordu gandro mangbokor, kyagi jesu dag druki, jinjilo chir shagzu so, guru ben ma city home. Instantly in the space in front and above rises Medicine Buddha. He is blue in color, with one face, 2 hands, holding a begging bowl and an arura, surrounded by all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. We are awed by his splendor and take refuge with body, speech, and mind, reciting, Buddha Menla, I take refuge in you in this and every life. Buddha Menla, I take refuge in you in this and every life. Buddha Menla, I take refuge in you in this and every life. And then, thinking with great compassion of all sentient beings, recite, for the sake of beings, I give rise to the bodhicitta so all may benefit. For the sake of beings, I give rise to the bodhicitta so all may benefit. For the sake of beings, I give rise to the bodhicitta so all may benefit. While reciting the mantra with compassion, I contemplate the extraordinary qualities of Medicine Buddha and yearn for qualities and liberation in one life so I too may benefit beings. The mind should be filled with wholesome yearning for sentient beings, all of them, every single one, even animals, all beings. So we'll recite the mantra together a few times, and then I'll put the visualization on so that we can accumulate on our own. If you are new to accumulating mantra, just do the best you can while visualizing Medicine Buddha, and we'll be back in a few minutes to close out the practice. Te ata om begati maha begati ratatamangate soha. Te ata om begati maha begati ratatamangate soha. Te ata om begati maha begati ratatamangate soha. Te ata begati maha begati ratatamangate soha.
Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha. Yada om be kaze maha be kaze randa samungati soha.
Te ata om bekati maha bekati ratatamangate soha. And recite, I prostrate to Buddha Menla. May I be reborn in his pure land, able to give healing and refuge to all beings. Then Menla and his entourage dissolve into light and pour into the crown of one's head, mixing like milk with water with one's mind. And dedications. May all sentient beings without exception be placed in that very state and be healed. By this effort, may all sentient beings be free of suffering. May their minds be filled with the nectar of virtue. In this way may all causes resulting in suffering be extinguished, and only the light of compassion shine throughout all realms. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I hope that everyone is having a good week. We've got a lot coming up in the next few weeks, and I wanted to make sure that all of you are aware of the things that are going on in person and online. I'm going to drop a link in the chat that is not to one specific event, but to our blog, where you will find 3 events that are logged there for the next month. The first is coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Kempo Norgay Rinpoche is visiting us from New York, and he will be giving the Namcho Nundro empowerments for Guru Rinpoche and Vajrasattva. He'll also be giving refuge vows at the end of the teaching on Saturday. So if those are things that are of interest to you, if you're beginning your practice with, whether you're beginning your practice or you're, way into it, it's always good to get a refresher on the teachings of Nundro. So it's a really good opportunity to do that this weekend. Registration is, if you click that link, it'll take you to one of the pages is for Nundro, and you can register there. Then a week from Saturday, there will be a poetry workshop at the Koi Ponds, and that should be a lot of fun. It's from the first nuns to now, I think is what it's called. So it's Buddhism and poetry, and it's a couple of hours, I think, on Saturday. So you'll want to check that out. And then in May, over Memorial Day weekend, which falls during the month of Sagadawa, we will be doing a Nyongye retreat. It is a fasting retreat. It's pretty intense. And it's a couple of days of chanting and prostrations and taking vows, and it's challenging physically and mentally, but it is a very profound practice that can really bring benefit to yourself and to all beings. So that is also there on the link. And then we just have daily practices, 7 o'clock. We usually have our daily soak, Medicine Buddha every night at 5:30. Thank you for joining. And throughout the week, there are lots of other practices also. You can find that on the event calendar on tara.org. So with that, I'm going to say goodnight. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, keep praying, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.